5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The impurity must be cleansed.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Come forth and fight for the dream.
Let the nightmare be cleansed!
Filth, defiler! Sacred vines, entangle the corrupted!
Arms up.
Brambles in the middle.
This rate, I'm just gonna overvolt my ram.
Sacred vines, entangle the corrupted!
Alright, clear immediately.
Brambles.
Alright, clear again.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Attack the corruptors!
Make your way to purple.
Sacred vines, entangle the corrupted! Is that you, Ferocious?
This is going to be a hard pickup with those brambles in the middle.
Yes, Cenarius. We are here to save you.
Sacred vines,
Great DPS on the sister, by the way.
corrupted!
Clear immediately. If you can bring, get rid of those brambles for us. Clear and then get to star.
Sacred vines, entangle the corrupted!
Alright, clear again.
Brambles will start.
4, 3,
I cleared as many brambles as I could get.
Yep, watch out, guys.
Restore my strength!
Stay near star, stay near star.
Let the nightmare be
Alright, good. You got double sisters.
Filth,
Somebody else gets a debuff, spread out.
vines, entangle
They can't always
the
spread out.
corrupted!
Brambles.
Hero.
Sacred vines, entangle the corrupted! Fight with noble hearts.
Phase 2.
True. Could the darkness be inside of me?
Okay, now I'm actually over here for you, Lou.
Okay.
Sacred vines, entangle
Brambles going across center. Into a purple.
Yep, just dodge that shit.
Brambles at purple.
Father, is that you?
Clearance.
Sacred vines,
It's gonna be a quick.
entangle the corrupted! Yes, Father. I will not fail.
Brambles underboss.
Cenarius. Do not listen to him.
Never mind the skull.
Hail.
Brambles, careful move, Lou.
Yep.
Sacred vines, entangle the corrupted!
And he's done casting. Okay.
Father, I
Yeah.
failed.
Much better.
Alright, Rez, let Lou get the chest and get ready.
teacher lives. Now I must.
It's okay, some of us know this fight. Unlike some of us who were here last week.
Xavius waits ahead.
Some of us.
Brian!
Well, it wasn't just Brian.
I know, but I'm blaming Brian mostly.
Oh, okay.
We agree that if we didn't do it, it was Brian's fault.
Yeah, exactly.
My bond with the Emerald Dream gives me.
Alright, jump in.
But it also makes me vulnerable.
Oh shit, I don't know if I have to actually click the chest later to get that thing, but...
You will.
Okay, whatever.
Within, I would be lost.
Oh, that hurts.
Can always run out and run back in.
It'll give it to you via mail.
Lord. Only this way can the dream be restored and Azeroth be saved. We must put an end to the nightmare. Say the word, and I will take us into the heart of that twisted place.
Nothing came up for me.
Yeah, same here.
Same.
I can abort and try to start the session again.
The reason why is probably because none of it's usable by you guys.
I was gonna say there's no plate, so it's probably nothing in there for you.
Oh yeah, it's just
Nah,
leather and claw.
The holy
guess the
artifact
relic-
was one
relic,
that I
yeah.
can use, but I like my Ardent Defender one better, so I don't care.
Yeah, you guys might want to go into your RC Loot Council and turn off Autopass, because both you and Jert, who should be able to use a Holy Relic, auto-passed on that one.
It does say auto pass. Yeah, I was just about to say that.
So your add-on is working, it's just auto-passing for you on stuff that you actually need.
Okay.
What's the config for it? RC.
Just RC.
Okay, I disabled auto pass.
Okay, so for those for the emerald, well, you can't use storm, can you?
Nope.
So for the dragon egg, is that anything you guys want?
Just for an off spec, and that's it. It's literally got something I don't want on it for my holy set.
All right. And you're okay, Jareth?
Yeah, I'd rather have the cooldown reduction on Ardent Defender than I would the critical strike that on my judgment that would give me.
Okay.
More people jump down, let's get this trash going.
Hold on, I'm turning off the auto pass really quick.
Oh fuck! I forgot to loot. Whatever.
Yeah, that's fine, I did too.
Well, I'm one away, so if I get a shard off of it, then I get that stupid quest complete.
Wait, is
I
it
don't
only
have 30.
Is it only paladins who can use holy artifacts?
Holy Priest can.
Nope.
I think disc is Holy Shadow.
Yeah, and holy is used by both Prot and I believe Holy Paladin.
Actually, holy relics are used for all three paladin specs. Ashbringer
there you go,
uses holy fire. I think another holy.
I thought I had an arc or an iron in there.
Yeah, Prot Paladin is holy arcane and iron.
Then holy is 2 holies and a life. Ashbringer's 2 holies and a fire.
All right, I'm gonna pull.
No, mine.
No, you're
did,
not.
you did.
You just scared them all away, you brat.
Because I'm
Yeah.
scary.
They're scared.
Well, you do terrify me, so.
They're afraid Lou's gonna ask what have they given.
Asgard.
What have you given?
I'm
That's
an
not what you can give.
undead death knight, so
But that's what you can give to your realm.
Right?
Did Galileo not want to stay?
She's not feeling well, and it's getting late.
Ah.
Blame Brian again? Yep, I got her sick.
GG.
Did you bring something horrible back from Comic-Con?
You always
Why did you
there's
go to
always
Comic-Con?
con plague.
Nice.
Or whatever it was, BlizzCon.
Same
Seriously?
VO, different
Asses.
place.
You just insulted BlizzCon, sir.
No, it's
Whatever
the,
con. It's a con. I haven't
Did you
been.
bring back tuberculosis from the Oregon Trail?
We have a
Oh my god.
we have a coworker who's into the whole beer trading community, and he was saying that some of the limited edition beer that was on sale at BlizzCon and at the Hilton after party was selling for $20 at there and is reselling for over $100.
Of course
Jesus.
it will. Because it's Blizzard.
Wow.
Did you die from dysentery?
did people
I
use
always
deodorant this
died
time?
from that.
Yeah,
There
that
was
would be a
few
no.
times. There was a few times it was not great, but all right, spread out for this ad phase.
Ah.
It's like Trump was given Iowa.
Well, a couple members of my other guild are watching this on my stream.
Oh, fine.
Seeing what not to do?
Keeper tank.
Well,
I got this shit.
Yeah, Keeper, I'm right here. I got you, fam.
Thanks, bro.
Comic-Con. God, I'm drunk.
Got him drunk.
God.
are you just figuring this out?
No, I did a
Can this be the part where, like,
breathalyzer. I know how much
Trump
I've
takes
been
off his
drinking.
mask and reveals him?
He's going
Bernie
for a
Sanders and be like, I got
.21.
you all along.
What is he?
He's going for a .21, right?
Yeah, I'm going for .2.
Stay
What are
spread.
you?
One of the ads still does the AoE, or two of the ads still do the AoE.
Hey, Jareth. I swear
Yes?
to drunk, I'm not God.
Whoa.
You might have just broken him.
So much.
Guys, it's too early to break him.
I'm not as thunk as you drunk I am.
You can't even say that.
You're right.
No problem.
Or is it I'm not as think as you drink I am?
Can't even
Nice.
say that either.
Yes.
I'm not as think as you drunk I am?
Nailed it.
There. Very good, Jared.
Boom!
It only took 3 tries.
Trying to make a macro to cook more tool.
I'm getting text from my wife saying,
Shut the fuck up.
saying you're being loud, the baby's asleep.
Hey, Caladia, did you see the difference that we did last week?
No.
We changed the blades to the side.
Oh, okay. Back up.
Yeah, we were having an issue with the blades, sometimes hitting the tanks and knocking them back out of the realm, or whatever, the border.
The light, knocking us into the darkness and boosting our corruption.
Into darkness. Vi has to say into darkness.
Flasks.
Tim Curry, best darkness ever.
Into darkness.
Thank you.
Hey, his voice does work.
And the puddles are very important. If you're in the dream, don't worry about DPSing. Kill the puddles so we don't get more of those things.
Right.
All right,
Purple,
so
like where I am.
so Dispel's blue. Where is Blades going?
No, you.
The blades are
Wait.
going where blue's at.
Between blue and orange.
It's going to be
Over
hard
in
to
here.
do because we have to have a loose spread to keep corruption from going crazy.
When I downed
It
this
worked
boss,
really well for us.
we had a melee group and a range group, and then we put the blades down the center of the two, like horizontally.
Okay,
facing
so
it.
we were doing that. We spent all 3 hours just working on Xavius last week, like 11 of us. And we were trying that last week, but the problem was one melee wouldn't get far enough or would run the wrong way, and then the blades would go out of whack and throw Jareth into the blackness, and he would basically get one shot. And it was happening enough that we had to change positioning, like, to compensate for it.
All right, so where is the positioning?
It's basically just like you have it. I mean, fix orange because people like running straight to the marker, and that'll point it at the tank. So, you can leave it just like it is, tank him basically right where he is, and then if you get the blades, just run out.
You're still angling towards the boss, Brian.
Yeah. It's gotta be, like, from me to... Yeah, orange to blue. And then... Yeah, that works.
Orange to blue, but blue's where we're going for.
I meant blue. I meant red to blue. Red to blue. Red to blue.
Yellow.
Dispels can be yellow, yeah, or blue at this point.
Or tanking on star to start phase 1.
Okay.
Yo.
Well, the way that I had the marker set up before was yellow and skull like this, and if you're tanking on yellow, then I had a marker, I don't know, like right in front of him off to the side, and then one to the side of us, so that the blades could go side by side, and then I put the tank marker out, like, over here. I can set the same marks up as we had on last Thursday.
Sure, because I'm still not getting it. Like, either way, people, it's a personal responsibility as well.
I say we trust him. He's got a wicked beard.
If you get blades, get out, and then it's all about where you're pointing blades.
The easiest way for blades is to make sure that the melee is closest to the wall so that it points towards the wall and not towards the boss. So range don't run all the way out.
Well, it
Can I have...
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Tank, start him off on triangle. Tanks run to blue for dispels. Blades go to orange and yellow, or somewhere in the middle.
Looks good to me.
Okay.
Remember, if you are in the dream, then you need to soak when we
Please.
get to it.
Please call out healers and tanks who's streaming at the beginning, or when you go in and when you come out. The DPS don't really matter, but if you're a healer or a tank, call that out.
Yep, so basically, unlike normal, we are going to see high enough corruption levels on players that they will see the additional effects at 33 and 66%. You're just going to have to deal with them. I believe the 33% is the big circles around the outside, really easy to dodge moving around the inside. At 66%, you'll start seeing the little swirlies. Just have to continue dodging them. For Phase 1 Dreamers, your goal is to cap out on corruption. by picking up the little like running into the little ads, and to and to make it into phase 2 and then help the first set of soaking of the pools.
Something else we noticed last time is just, and I don't know if it'll be different because we have more people now, but when we get to the part where the puddles need to be soaked, if they're not in the dream, not all the dreamers can always get to the puddles. It doesn't kill you to have a couple of stacks of corruption by helping a puddle that's halfway across the room that no dreamer can get to.
Yep, if you're especially for low corruption, just go ahead and
You need
grab
to
it.
pop a personal to do that.
No, I've soaked before without a personal.
Yeah, me too.
Out of the dream. You can do it. It just don't get your corruption super high. But if you there's nobody that's able to get one, then tap in and get it real quick.
At the end of the night, we were soaking them right and left.
I was seeing people die because they were soaking not in a dream, but that might have been phase 2.
We're talking about phase 2 with the little weeping people that come out. You can't. If you're not in the dream, you can soak a couple of.
Are we heroing in phase 3?
We heroed in every different phase last Thursday. 2 does the least. Or the middle phase, whatever. Yeah, when you bring them to...
Our DPS is really good tonight. We might be able to... I would say we try and see how far we can get him without harrowing and save it for part 3.
Okay. We were trying to use hero to avoid the second ad spawning, but on Thursday, even with hero, we were having the second ad spawn, so...
We had a third spawn a couple times.
Yeah.
That was an immediate wipe. The second or third one came up, we would just wipe it.
No, but our DPS is a lot different.
All right.
I think it's going to be level.
Here we go.
Alrighty.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The nightmare has corrupted dragons, gods, and legends.
Pull them a little further than the green is, Luke.
Yeah.
Be simple and swift.
Okay.
Dreaming.
I'm dreaming.
Blades.
No, I will not permit it. I'll slice into the heart of you.
Okay, careful on those blades.
Yeah, front person has to
dispel.
be
Dispel.
furthest out so it angles away.
Time to cut the last tether to your mortal life.
That was beautiful.
Taunted.
Dispel.
4,
Little ads.
1.
Ouch.
Big ad rather.
Don't stand in front of. I've got both the boss and the ad. Just keep me up.
Dispel. Taunted the boss. We need to move the boss, I think.
I'll slice into the heart of you.
A little bit.
Our dispel's supposed to go to blue. That's where the yellow's where the corruptor's blade's going.
Yes.
I'll slice into the heart of you.
Dispel.
Can't have DPS dead already.
Dispel.
Yeah, I got hit by blades right in the center.
Yeah, they ran like a diagonal from blue to whatever's behind on the right side.
Blades incoming.
Next, 14 seconds.
Time to cut the last tether to your mortal life.
When's the next transition? 8%.
65.
Dispel.
Didn't get it.
I'm out of the dream.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's done. Well, we're in phase 2 now.
Yeah.
Get to the center.
We'll give it a shot.
Beware.
I'm not dreaming yet, so.
4, 3,
4, 3, 2.
That corruption.
I'm already down.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
I've got the boss.
I'm dead. Don't res, just die.
Eternal slumber, eternal madness.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Just run out to the outside, I guess.
Yeah, that's the quickest way to die.
You will never stir again. No, I will. Eternal slumber. This fate, oh, this fate, another dreamer for my nightmare. Your souls are mine, woven for all time into the fabric of the nightmare.
It's alright, we had to wipe once so we can come click the chest easy.
Yep, that was totally on purpose.
May Elune grant us strength.
Watch me not get phase 1 dream again. Well, not again, but it gave me at that time, and I'm not going to see it.
I say we're hero at the beginning, so we avoid that ad.
Well,
we need just a little more. We
Phase 3 is
almost had
very
it.
ugly without it. Like,
we had
very...
Cursive dead. Like, if Cursive didn't die, we probably could have had it.
They ran, the blades were like on a diagonal. One was at blue and the other one was at circle.
We got a little goofed up on positioning. So the ad should be closer to blue.
Yeah.
Just push buttons a little bit harder.
No hero in P2. It's going to be P3. Just
Yeah,
push,
we need to
push
save it for them.
Push harder in P1.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
Like 1% harder.
Looks like Trump has a slight lead over Clinton in Pennsylvania by a 0.2% with 84% reporting. So that's going to be a pretty close one. Looks like Clinton's pretty good in Nevada and Maine, but nowhere else. And she needs to claw back a little bit
Hold
of a
on one
lead in
second.
Pennsylvania.
This is
to even
kind of
have
where
moving that
people
green.
that This is kind of
chance.
where people that aren't flasking could flask, or if you're not
Or
pre-potting, you should
Pennsylvania and
pre-pot.
Michigan. But Trump is on his way to the Hilton where his victory party is to be held, so he's
Clay,
definitely
you got
preparing
are you
for
still using
the better for him.
prolonged power?
I used them all night.
That's what I've been using on that. I was just gonna see if you had one of the other ones, Whispered
Yeah,
Pact.
I have a few Deadly Graces.
Or did it, can I snag one? Thank you.
Alright, everyone was ready.
Okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The nightmare has corrupted dragons, gods, and legends. Your downfall will be simple and swift.
Embrace the dream.
Summoner Stream.
Lou was dreaming.
Sadly, no Caladia.
Hey, I'd trade with you every time if I could, man.
Sever you from the waking world.
Dispel.
Linking
Wait
corruption.
out.
Time to cut the last tether to your mortal life.
Taunted.
Blades incoming.
Dispel. Okay, thank you.
4,
I'll slice into the heart of you.
1.
Big ad incoming.
Got the boss.
Okay. Dispel.
Careful on those blades.
slice into the heart of you.
Turn of the boss.
Beware.
Dispel.
I will sever you from the waking world.
Adds down. Next, add 30 seconds. We got time.
Blades
We have
out.
to get him below what? 65?
65.
Dispel.
Dispel, please.
MRA down.
God, spread out, guys. Can't stack. That's what's killing you guys right in the center.
Do you want me to pop her as soon as
Thank
she
you.
loses?
Yes. Get into the center. Get him into the center.
Jared's dreaming.
Keep her dreaming.
Get stacked in. Stack.
On square.
Alright,
Dispel.
ads.
Adds.
Taking the bot.
Dispel.
I'll level you one by one.
I'll soak that. There we go.
Jared's
Okay.
out of the dream.
Link, Jert, unholy.
Lou is
Yeah,
out
we
of
got
the
it.
dream.
Ads.
Summoner just left.
Time to crush your dreams.
Dispel. Anyone in the dream, please soak
Grab
that.
together.
Someone needs a good puddle.
Char is about to go insane.
Taunt of the boss.
Add.
Dispel.
Reds together.
Alright, I'm out of the dream.
Taunted.
Dispel.
Get together.
I'll level you one by one.
Taunt of the boss.
When is phase 3?
I think it's
So?
30.
I think it's 30.
We have
yeah.
ads.
Gotta kill
Alright,
these ads and soak
last
these puddles,
wave.
and then we're good.
Dispel.
Looks like Hillary was given Nevada.
Jared's down.
Yeah, that's
Get him
because
up.
I couldn't
Get
get
him
back fast enough.
Add right next to the boss.
Soap puddles.
Phase 3.
Taunt of the boss.
Is this where we're hero?
Hero.
Dispel.
I will sever you from the waking world.
Taunted.
Don't fuck us over.
Charm's insane.
Dispel.
Get Corruption Blade. Get the hell out.
Dispel.
This fate awaits you all.
Lou, pop everything you got.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Of the nightmare.
Even though my my meter's at 73.
I'll slice into the heart of you.
Charmed.
Trump seems to be pulling ahead in Wisconsin. Michigan, he's keeping it a little longer
Don't go
than
insane
expected.
though. Don't
but
if you're
Yeah,
above 66,
probably
don't go soaking.
doing
Like don't
pretty
help
good.
soak. Like from 66 on, the only time you should be getting any corruption is from meteor, helping to soak the meteor. If you're getting nightmare blades, get the hell out. There is zero reason that goes through the entire raid.
So close, right there in Michigan.
And the reason I died
Arizona's
was
looking
because I
pretty
did not get
strong.
dispelled after calling for it
Yeah,
3
Clinton's
times.
got Nevada for sure.
We had a healer dead. I know at least one healer dead. I think. So yeah, phase 1 spread out. That's I mean, it's unnecessary corruption and a bunch of death.
Neck
was
and
good
neck
for,
in
like,
Pennsylvania.
Second attempt, though.
Yep.
Just a 2,000
Yeah,
difference.
skipping the second ad was
New
good work
Hampshire,
there.
he's still ahead. 78%, 96% in Pennsylvania. Oh, that's going to be so close to a draw. I would think it's funny if something like Colorado ends up with Trump having more votes. Looks like Clinton's transition chief.
Yeah, there's
is not
for
giving
range.
up
There's
hope.
plenty of room out on
In
the blue
quotes.
side behind, and back in that corner. Like we just let healers spread out in the center. Range can kind of spread out. This is where the only problem is though, because of those so spread out. There's not a guarantee that both people will get the Nightmare Blades to the right side, which is why we did it kind of through the center before. Not that it worked out great then either.
What did we have him to? Like 4%?
5.
5, yeah.
5.
So we had him to 5%.
4.
3.
2.
2.5.
It's the
I'm voting.
final countdown.
I was thinking
So so this is the kill poll, guys.
Don't
Not
say that.
anymore since you said that.
Superstitious bastards.
We're all
I
gonna
gotta go knock on wood.
Okay.
Five, 4,
Range starts spreading out.
2, 1.
The nightmare has corrupted dragons, gods, and legends. Your downfall will be simple and swift.
Embrace the
Streaming.
Summoner streaming.
Jared stream.
It can save
Good streaming.
No, I will not permit it. I'll slice into the heart of you.
Dispel.
Blades.
Time to cut the last tether to your mortal life.
Taunted.
Blades.
Dispel.
4,
I will sever you from the waking world.
1.
I got the next dispel here.
Alright.
Got the boss and the ad.
Dispel. Taunted the boss.
I'll slice into the heart of you. Beware.
Blades.
Sever you from the waking world.
Got hit by blades. Dispel?
I already have one on me, Lou, so you'll need to take it sooner.
Blade.
I'll slice into the heart of you.
Push.
Dispel?
What?
MR isn't.
Somehow I got charmed and I was only at 30%.
You dispelled too much, probably.
She was hit by a blade and knocked into the dark.
Phase 2.
Jared String.
Well, this is gonna hurt.
We'll just get her up.
We can't
Can't.
She's charmed. Oh yeah, I don't.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Who's dreaming?
Jared just
Jared.
went insane.
Go ahead
Yeah,
and wipe.
but I'm in the dream.
No, just wipe.
I will not permit it.
Stop healing. If we forced a healer to the outside, it means people are not moving out of the inside and making room for them.
Oh, yeah, just run out, guys. Run out of the border.
4, 3, 2, 1. Eternal slumber. Time to crush your dreams. My victory is absolute. The power of nightmare grows.
How do you know I didn't have to die? I just wanted to.
May Elune grant us strength.
Everyone goes and jumps in rather than talking to Malfurion.
It's more fun.
So, I've got a question, and this is just lore. When you go through the Demon Hunter starting zone, it says you have an immortal demon soul like Illidan's. But what's with all the other quote-unquote champions, adventurers, heroes, whatever you want to call them? What's with them?
The story is that we never die.
Unless it's our time.
But there's gotta be a reason other than, oh, you don't die.
Yeah, the other people are just people. The story is about you.
So, we're just like
You-
Hercules, got it.
You are the hero of your character's story. The hero never dies.
Unless we're on Xavius.
Yeah, those 11 wipes really prove it.
$11. I have 22.
Yeah, I have quite a bit more.
I don't know what's up with that. Mine just shows 11.
You weren't
Get
here
in the
last
position.
week.
I was, though.
No.
Range spread out, more than enough room.
New Hampshire is
I've
so
not
close.
missed a raid day.
Yeah, I've got 22 total wipes on this difficulty.
I have 6.
EBM bugged up, I guess.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The nightmare has corrupted dragons, gods, and legends. Your downfall will be simple and swift.
Embrace the dream.
Jared Streaming.
It can save you.
I think I heard Kalita go yay.
Yay.
Keeper 2.
Alright, well, there goes my top spot.
Time to cut the last tether to your
Rip.
mortal life.
Dispel?
I will sever you from the waking world.
Careful with those blades, those got me.
Tonic.
Hey
Blade.
guys, we're supposed to be using
Dispel.
orange and yellow for blades, so you should not be standing on those markers or between those markers unless you have it.
1.
So in both melee, get it. Make sure you line up properly.
Add.
Blades.
I will sever you from the
3 seconds on my taunt before I can take the boss. Okay, got him both.
Dispel? Time of the boss. Oh, jeez. That was my own fault.
Beware. Time to cut the last tether to your mortal life.
Ton of the boss.
Blade.
Dispel.
I'll slice into the heart of you.
Taunted.
Blade.
Dispel.
10 seconds.
Time to cut the last tether to your mortal life.
Face. I agree.
Face Duke.
Heads up.
Summoner streaming.
Lou's dreaming.
Jared's still dreaming.
Stack Amari.
No, I will not permit.
Dispel, please. Taunted.
Heads.
Jared's out of the
Dispel.
dream.
Jared's out of the dream.
Amari, watch your crook.
Ton of the boss.
Dispel.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll level you one by one.
I'm gonna taunt early in just a sec, right now.
Ads.
Elaine, Jay, get
Dispel.
together.
You will never stir again.
I got kicked out of the dream. Sorry, Jay.
4,
Red's together.
3, 2.
It's because you didn't get together enough.
Time to crush your dreams.
Taunted.
I'm ice blocking this.
Dispel.
Oh, almost killed me though.
Red's together.
Sorry.
Red beams.
Together.
Together.
We're stronger together.
Ads.
4, 3, 2, 1.
4 stacks.
I'll level you one
Taunted.
by one.
Dispel.
Don't taunt it yet. Just in
I won't.
case.
Lots of puddles to
Phase
clean
3,
up.
phase 3. I'm still in the dream. Let me just try to stay in as long as I can. Okay, take it. Wait, no, don't take it.
Already did, but you took it back.
3, 2, 1.
I'll level you one
Okay, take it back as soon as you can. Dispel.
Blades in 3.
Blades get
Blades
out.
up.
I'm going into madness, but I'm in the dream. Don't worry about me.
the heart of you.
Cursive's gonna go insane soon.
Lou's out of the dream.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Time to crush
Blades in 3.
20
Everything
seconds.
you got.
Dispel.
Corruption's going like crazy here.
Oh.
Here we go.
That's how the West was won.
Okay.
Nice.
I thought the law
Yeah.
is. The law won.
Could not have been
AOTC.
cleaner.
Woo.
Fuck, that fell artifact is nice. There's gonna be some fighting over that.
I got a fucking necklace.
Do I want a bonus roll on this boss?
Holy shit, that chest piece.
Yeah.
Heroes, champions, step forth and hear me. The nightmare
Ooh,
is
that
on
chest.
You want to res this poor priest, please?
Yes,
Yeah.
please, res the dead.
Oh, I got a
I
neck.
swear
Where's
I
the guys
clicked
that
it.
killed
I
themselves?
did.
I don't think so.
Suicidal bastards.
Debag the priest?
Your triumph restores the dream and safeguards.
Somebody's going to be happy with a fell artifact relic.
Xavier's will never relent. But this road at least is closed to them.
Fucking A, guys.
I offer passage into the pure heart of the
Watch videos for Trials of Valor. We'll be hitting. I hear it's pretty well tuned, and even 870s are having trouble with normals. But we'll see.
Did they learn from last time?
I don't know. We'll debate on normal or heroics, but watch videos.
As long as they don't have a frost ape at the first boss. And worms.
Oh, wait.
Can anyone do neck enchant?
I don't have the blue crystal. Sorry.
Can anyone do back enchant?
Open up, Cladia.
Summoner, I can enchant your neck piece.
Who is that?
Charm.
I have a legendary neck that can be
Where are you at,
enchanted.
Cladia?
I am by Cenarius.
I love the ahead of the curves.
Alright, what do you need, Summoner?
Curves.
Charm's doing it.
Okay.
I'll take mastery.
Oh, no, but I got a far better gem for it.
For me?
For Wolf.
Hey, I'll take whatever I can get. I'll even pay.
Well, do you want strength?
Yeah.
How much gold do you want?
Oh, that's good. Don't worry about it.
Claudia, I've got a question. November 24th, why is there no raid day there?
Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
Where you at, Wolf?
But wasn't like half
Come to the
guild's
moon
Thanksgiving
green
Day a
thing
month
here.
ago, though?
What about the Canadians, huh? What if we want to raid?
Yeah, I was just asking about
fuck
that.
it all. Canadian
And
raid.
you can raid.
No, Canada raid. Let's go.
You're welcome to
I'll
it.
tank.
We'll have our own raid.
No,
Alright,
one shot
Yeah,
mythic.
raid, go.
With blackjack and hookers.
Don't think I could. Fuck you.
Just take it.
You
Alright,
wouldn't
Cope.
want to tank.
I'll come.
Fucking tank.
Here.
Fucking show you.
You wouldn't
Yeah.
want to tank.
This raid kind of sucks for tanking.
What we
Great
gonna
night,
do?
guys.
Trial.
That was a really clean kill.
Yeah, did we have anyone dead at the end there?
Nope,
Just
only
the
the
two
two
surrendering to
aspirations.
madness.
Just the stupid priests.
I died after he died.
I know. I meant
My-
like at the end of the fight, the
My
only two
damage
people
was
dead.
shit because I had to run around doing a bunch of stuff. But yeah, whatever. Boss died.
Tell me your friends who were watching the stream saw that kill.
Nobody's watching my stream.
Yeah, mine did.
Wow.
Sexy
Nice.
robe.
Congrats, Element.
So, Mythic Emerald Nightmare now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well,
Methendra.
so the eventual goal is to knock out Heroic, TOV, and Emerald Nightmare in one night, and then spend all of Thursday on Mythic Emerald Nightmare.
Wow, high hopes, huh, Brian?
with the
Cordelia,
best.
could you copy and paste the raid invite to Sunday also? Or I mean Monday, sorry.
What's up?
Your raid invite that you have for Tuesday and Thursday,
Mm-hmm.
could you just copy and paste it to Monday night also? Thanks. I mean, the eye level and stuff doesn't really matter. It'll be normal instead of heroic, but same difference.
So who else has gotten 7/7 heroic on the server?
I think we're like we're like the 6th.
Yeah, 6th or 7th, yeah.
But we had what, 2 weeks of no progression? So
Yep.
Yep.
Well, son of
Hashtag blame Brian.
Bleh, Brian.
Blame Brian.
Bleh, Brian.
Blah, blah, blah.
I wouldn't say the second week we had no progression. We learned a lot that Thursday that you guys were out. We just didn't get the boss down, and so.
You
But
guys got to what, 6%?
Actually,
Yeah, roughly.
I think we got 9% the night with Calladia
9%,
out was our lowest, yeah.
we are the 8th on our realm. The shrug.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's whatever.
I made you a moderator summoner, and then I pasted it 4 more times so you can add additional people.
Oh, cool, thanks.
Yeah, I'll accept.
I got 4 eye levels this one raid.
Congrats!
Went from 161 to 165.
I got 1.
I got batshit lucky on my loot rolls. I rolled 4 times and got 3 pieces, and I could use 2 of them.
We've technically got, what, 12 minutes left to raid?
Use that time and go watch videos.
But
Or cry about the election.
I want to get one
Don't worry,
attempt
it's still
on
close.
POV. I just
Still
want to
close. Not even
I
close.
say we end on a good note rather than smash our faces for 10 minutes.
Yeah, we'd have to get there first, and then, yeah, you know what?
Clear however much trash.
Aw.
I'll pug in a little bit here if you want.
Yeah, sure, I'll come.
Let me grab a cigarette and stuff.
Where are you going?
TOV.
How many we need?
Hugging now, though, if we do go into normal or whatever, going to reduce the amount of loot for the rest
Yes,
of
it
the
would.
group.
So please
maybe
don't.
not.
It's already. Are we going it?
It's
Yeah, but-
Tuesday?
I thought we were doing it on a different difficulty though.
Maybe.
We don't know for sure yet.
Sigh. Okay, never mind.
I'm actually not excited for any of the loot in there at all.
I am.
But
Well, I'm
anyway,
sure there's
cigarette
other people who could
regardless.
use it.
Oh yeah, I'm not disputing that. I'm just most of it's
Jay, that trinket on Helya, even on
the
normal.
flat ant with a random or random stat.
Yeah. Here's the thing, for my class, the stat sticks of int and whatever else, except for haste, is actually better than the vial of Nightmare Fog.
Yeah, but you've still got to hope for crit. If it doesn't rock crit,
No, I
then-
don't.
Since when?
If you let me pull up. Okay, I have my copy of the spreadsheet for Holy Paladin. I'm going to go to the Trinkets tab. Literally, in a 845 Intellect Verse World Quest stat stick is valued at 20k heals per second. The Vial of Nightmare Fog, even at its 865 state heroic, it's only 18k. The only way it can get worse is if it's haste, and even at that, it still outranks the vial.
Looks like Trump's gonna get Pennsylvania.
I wouldn't even consider touching it unless it was int crit.
87%,
Like straight up
and
wouldn't
he's
touch
up
it.
almost
I
a
would
full
consider
percentage
touching
point.
it if it was
Michigan's 80,
not
and
He
he's
doesn't want to be touched.
1.1% ahead.
Then I'll touch
pussy.
No, then I'll
Wisconsin's
touch Brian
going to be a
instead.
sweet
Then I'll
4
touch you
on
instead,
that
Brian.
in the
Then
back.
don't serve them tea.
Hampshire is
How do you know if
so
Brian
close,
wants to
but
be
he's
touched?
0.1%
Do I
up.
care?
with 83% reporting.
That would be rape, sir.
Me.
Arizona's a
Sexual
given.
No,
assault.
it would be sexual assault.
That can
So
easily lead to
close.
rape.
If they can't answer, then don't serve them tea.
No means
I
no.
love that video.
Who knows?
It's not
maybe
rape
he
if you're
has.
both crying.
Who knows? Maybe. God damn it. Who knows?
It's all
Maybe
these
he has a
leaning
rape fetish.
states that are just so close.
I
On that
wanna
note,
be dirty. Thrill me, chill me, fulfill me. Creature of the night.
Anyone ever choke someone unconscious?
I've choked myself unconscious once.
When he
Oh
threw
my
up while passed
God.
out.
Well, no, it was like that scene from Californication. I was hanging myself from the bathroom door, choking myself out while tugging one
Nice.
See what
out.
we get.
I almost fucking killed myself that night.
Playing a little 5-on-1. Mixing a batch.
Ooh.
Feeding the ducks.
Hell yeah.
Feeding the ducks.
Rolling the dice.
Rolling the dice.
Fucking playing some
Rolling
crap.
the bones.
Make somebody blow on it, and then roll it. Toss it a little bit.
So that Nith kill only put me at 5th on the server. I somehow have to get close to 390k to take first from an enhancement shaman.
How did I do on Xavius?
I think you did really good, dude. That was not like nutty.
No, you need to make 380 to even get into the top 10.
Well, that's because we were running around soaking puddles. If we were on the boss the whole time, we probably could have gotten up there, but...
I did take number 1 Ursoc though. That's nice.
Fucking asked him.
I asked questions in the Discord earlier, the Death Knight one, and they actually responded.
Yeah, that's the beauty of all the Discord servers. If you post a question, they will respond, and it
Usually
won't
the
be
mage.
snarky.
Usually the mage one can be iffy on that. 9 times out of
snarky.
9 times out of 10, the mage Discord is like, there's a post-it or a sticky for that somewhere. Go find it.
I mean, in the Paladin Discord, I've literally had like 5 people look at my logs before.
Yeah, I'm
You
actually.
said sticky.
I'll freaking sticky you.
Like, no kidding. The Discords I've been in, they'll answer your question no problem. Like, oh, hey, yeah, this, and this. But then again, I have no wish to be a squishy cloth wearer.
Looks like I'm gonna have to go and ask
Do you guys know how
unhumbly
obnoxious the Tinder
what he
match
does.
sound is?
The what sound?
My phone
Consistently
just
pulled
blew a
ahead of
fucking load
me.
all over me, and
But
I have freaked out. I'm like, what the
only
hell was
1 or
that?
2 eye level points
It
below me.
was so loud.
You liked it.
We took
I
my
didn't know what
friend's
it was.
Tinder app once when I was out in Boston. One of my coworkers had it on his phone, and my boss took it. And once in a while, a guy will show up on another guy's Tinder, and so my boss was swiping the don't give a shit direction on all the girls, and swiping the I like you on all the guys.
Wicked. Well, there's a setting where you can set just girls, just guys, or both.
Are you
There
that
are-
lonely?
Nice.
There are guys that post themselves as females, though.
Yeah, that's funny.
That Calladia, ugh, man.
Ew.
G kick him.
It was 20 degrees here today. Celsius.
I was gonna say.
That'd be the record from like 1980. Ew, I'm only 5th on server, goddamn.
Hey, Brian,
Hi.
you need to fix your episode 5 of Criminal Minds.
I choose not to. I forgot.
Uh-huh.
I'll do that now.
Thanks.
That's weird. It says it comes out tomorrow. Why is it even downloaded? What was it? Was it something else?
I'm not sure. She just stepped away.
Man, friggin' cohorts has 3 rogues. Man, they got some gnarly eye level.
Well, they probably cleared full clear heroics like multiple times now.
Yeah.
Hey, Pops.
I mean, they're only, I think, 1 week ahead of us on Cenarius and only a few weeks ahead of us on Xavius.
Well, through a few weeks on Xavius is a lot of gear.
Yeah. Especially when it procs, 890 fell relics or whatever it was. I haven't seen a relic upgrade in probably over a month now. I've been sitting at all 3 are 865, so I mean they're solid, but
I have 2 855s, and they're both like Titan Forge will quest procs because just nothing's dropping.
As of today, I'm finally all 3 865.
I mean, 2 865s and an 875.
2 865s and an 860.
I finally broke 40% mastery for my friggin' arcane set.
Did you get the link I linked you, Eli?
I probably did, but I don't have it anymore because I didn't notice it.
Alright, I'll link it again.
Got it. So I want to start off by saying I hate his transmog.
Yeah. I don't even bother with transmogs. Pretty much.
Well, most of the gear so far looks like ass.
Not as bad as Burning Crusades gear.
I actually really enjoyed some of the sets from BC.
No, I'm talking about just the random shit you would get. I'm not talking about set gear. I'm talking about just the gear you would get while you were either doing dungeons, raids, whatever, that were non-set pieces. When you're wearing like green, purple, pink, black, orange all at once, you look like fucking a beat up Ronald McDonald or something. It was fucking ridiculous.
A beat up Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, black eye, blue bruises, orange and red, and a little bit of purple from when the bruises set in a bit. Some internal bleeding. I hate clowns.
But they love you.
I'm so glad I went to the liquor store yesterday. So fucking awesome. And if anyone's looked at the polls, looks like we may be going into
Don't
Emperor
say it.
Trump.
Don't say it. No.
Oh, come on. It's pretty close to New Hampshire.
There's still some time.
Does it really matter either way? We're getting shafted with a barbed wire, razor wire.
Let's put it this way. There are literally 90 votes split in New Hampshire.
Yeah,
but this is the popular vote, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
Who gives a
Electoral
shit?
votes, Trump's way ahead right now in electoral votes. And it's like Germany thought it was a good idea to elect somebody that pretty much has made the exact same promises Trump has back in the 30s.
I know.
Yeah, but no. The electoral vote is what matters.
Yes,
And
I know.
Trump's crushing
And
that.
Trump's crushing it.
Yeah. Everyone keeps, the popular vote's so close. Who gives a shit about the popular vote? It doesn't mean a fucking thing.
It does when you're talking states that haven't weighed in on the electoral yet.
I think they honestly, at this point, I can understand what the use of the electoral college back in the day when we were still sending notes back and forth on horseback and other shit like that.
No.
But due to the fact that
you want to know what the
way that
electoral
it is
college
now, it
was
should be
meant for?
Pure popular vote now.
No, because popular vote is kind of a sheeple thing. Whatever the mass media dictates is what the popular vote kind of sways. But electoral college was designed to be well-knowledged individuals who would represent a local group, go back to DC or whatever, and evaluate the candidates and pick the one that their constituents or them themselves deems is the most appropriate. That's how it was supposed to work. It's not how it works today because people think we're in a democracy and we're in a republic.
Because if you look at the stats, the funny thing about the stats is, do you realize that Trump is overwhelmingly crushing it in counties where less than 10% of the populace is got more than a high school education?
Sounds like America.
That sounds like somebody who's doing a lot of research or blowing smoke. One or the other.
I don't even know, but I'm using frickin' Woolamancer's charge for my arcane artifact appearance. I have a sheep head on a stick.
I just like the one post I saw online. Someone was like, man, I'm tired of all this nasty Hillary and Trump stuff. Can someone post the exact opposite? So they posted Canada's Prime Minister, and he's literally wearing a heart-shaped freaking sweater with hearts all over it.
Justin Trudeau is fucking awesome.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Americans love Justin Trudeau, and so many Canadians can't stand the guy.
Confused as fuck, and I'm gonna show you guys a screenshot in Discord as to why.
I think
Trudeau
he's
is king of the
great.
North. Just saying.
Like, if you watch any videos of him going to, like, universities to talk to people, so many fucking dumb millennials are just shitting on him, like, what are you gonna do about our economy? It's like, buddy, what?
I like the fact that he can be asked science questions and actually answer them back.
When I got excited trying to explain quantum computing to somebody.
Exactly.
So I'm really confused by something right now, guys. For my arcane hidden artifact appearance, I haven't even got the arcane appearance yet. However, I have
There's
the
some bug.
fourth coloration for it.
There's some
Yeah,
bug.
it's because of you unlocked a different appearance. Or you unlocked on a different spec.
Huh.
Alright, I'm gonna switch to my laptop. So, great raid tonight, guys. Fucking
Are you
amazing.
coming back on Mumble?
No.
Fuck.
Why? Do you
Go
need to
down
talk
channel.
to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Lou, if you share.
Blue. Yeah, if you're here, go.
The awesome possum room.
I'm really sad not to see any PTR notes.
When were you expecting those?
today. Like, I mean, maybe I just misinterpreted it, like, because they said they were, as soon as BlizzCon was over, they were going to work on tearing down the 7.1 PTR to get 7.15 up on the PTR. And I kind of expected that, you know, the teardown to happen on Monday and the setup to happen today, and then some PTR notes. But who knows? At this rate, it'll probably be next week or the week after.
Yuck.
I just want to see how bad the changes are. Like, I don't think they're going to nerf me into the ground or anything stupid. I just kind of want to see what changes are coming.
They need to change you because you're creating quote-unquote unhealthy gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, if you do look at the top 10 of like every single boss fight individually, Shadow Priests are a dominant margin of it. But the shorter the fight gets, as long as it's a 2+ minute fight, that's an entire STM duration, and then even within 40 seconds of that, almost half of that being hero, you know, of course it's going to be ungodly.
They're gonna do something with fire too.
They're either going to cap mass hysteria from 100 down to 70. It can't really go any lower than 75 without really STM just not even like being worth it anymore.
But then what else would you take unless they changed the other two? It would still be better than the other two.
That's the problem, is it would still be better. They also need to do something about the other two talents. They also said they were going to, you know, they didn't give any examples obviously, but they said if everyone was taking one talent, they'll either bake that in or fix it. And by fix it, I think they mentioned, you know, bring the other traits in the line or whatever. And it's hilarious that Twist of Fate has been the talent to go to for every Shadow Priest since Mop, and they just leave it as a talent, even though there's no choice. It just is the dominant one.
I wish, like, I would really like to see them bake Flame On in. Just bake it in, because every single Fire Mage is taking it. If they don't, they're bad.
Well, it's literally like, it's the exact same problem Fire Mage had in WoD with the tier set. We needed 2 Fire Blasts, or it just wasn't viable. And it's the same thing now. If we don't take Flame On, it's just not viable.
So if they nerf STM, remove it, whatever they do, anybody with the belt will actually switch to Shadowy Insight instead of Auspicious Spirits. We continue to use Auspicious Spirits for the Insanity generation to help stabilize deep STM, whereas the Shadowy Insight can't fix that. But if we're not starting the madness, having all that extra Mind Blasts being refreshed because of Shadowy Insight will be huge.
It'll be interesting for Fire about our final one, Kindling, Cinderstorm, and Meteor, because Kindling again is just, you have to take it. Like, there's no alternative. So I don't know if they change that around, buff Cinderstorm and Meteor, but the other two spells are just...
Yeah. Did you notice a huge difference to that with Elay? Like on Thundra, you were right up there with Char.
Yeah, but on almost every fight, I'm way behind him. Yeah.
Ursak, you were right. Ursak, you were right behind him. Nifty, you were a little bit more behind him, but you still did really well for your eye level.
Yeah, but that's also a lot of that damage gap. I'm thinking is coming from gearing strategies at this point, because he's got approximately 9% more mastery than I do.
Gotcha.
So his ignite is kicking me in the ass, and he was talking to me a little bit, and I haven't had a chance to watch the video yet because I've been listening to chat. But apparently there's a rotation, a combustion-like rotation that we're supposed to do between combustions.
Yeah, so you drop a Rune of Power down while you have a instant Pyro, and so you Pyro, and if the Pyro crits, then you Fire Blast, and if that crits, then you Pyro, and you just keep going, and usually at 60% crit, you can get a whole rotation in.
Yeah, see, so what I've been doing is outside of combustion, I try to save as many stacks as I can without capping on stacks, so that I can, when my next combustion comes up, I have a full combustion setup ready. So I only use them to continue a crit chain. So it'd be like Fireball, Pyroblast. If they both crit, Fireball, Pyroblast, Fireball, Pyroblast, Fireball, Pyroblast. Whereas you're saying to drop the fireball and go pyroblast. Does it crit? Yes. Charge pyro. Charge pyro. As long as the pyro keeps critting, keep rolling it just like you're in combustion.
Yeah, and do it for the duration that is the Rune of Power. Once the Rune of Power is done, then go back to maintaining the way you were. Get your stacks back up and ready for the next combustion. And the idea with that is it builds up a high ignite, and if you have a whole bunch of mastery, your ignite hits harder, ticks more, and just does more damage.
See, I don't know how much I would benefit from that right now because the difference in our mastery.
It would still be a difference, I think. I think it'd still be an improvement.
Yeah, I mean, my mastery did go from like 10 to 12%. I think almost 13 with that robe I got. Which I put
I'm sitting at 19.
Let's see, I'm sitting right now at 51% crit and 13% mastery.
See, he's at like 60-19, and I'm at 60-12.
I find 60 crit to be
To me, 60% has kind of become like where the whole specs seem to even out at.
Yeah, I don't know if I would need more than 60. Like, it'd be fun to try 70 and see what that was like, but I can't do that. But 60 works.
I think come EN, I'm going to try to shoot for 65. And then the following raid, I think I'm going to shoot for 75.
Well,
the following tier raid, I mean, I'm going to shoot for 75.
For 1.5, they are claiming that Blizzard knows about the stat weight problems and how, obviously a crit is far too valuable. So it'll be interesting how they rebalance that. I think they need to just give intellect crit scaling again and reduce, they need to reduce damage somewhere else to do so, but...
Reforge!
Well, no. So they could leave everything as is, pretty much. Maybe to take crit scaling, or not scaling, but yeah, crit scaling, tone that down just a little bit, but give us crit, or your int now gives crit. Because that would balance the loss out. It would lower the weight value on crit quite a bit, push mastery up, push haste up, push versatility up. And I think it would still keep all of those below int.
Yeah, maybe.
So I mean, if just the actual in-game core value of crit went down a little bit, and then int gave us crit again as a passive for fire mages only, that would be fantastic, I think.
It used to back in Burning Crusade.
Well, back in Burning Crusade and a bunch of other expansions, I think int gave crit to casters regardless. It was
up
just
through Wrath.
Yeah, it was just baked into int. Like core stats used to modify your other shit, and it was fantastic. And it really
We had a lot of other secondary stats back then too.
Rip armor pin.
Yeah, we did. I'm so glad they got rid of armor pin. There's only one class in the game now that deals with armor pin, and that's just one spec, and I think that's Arms Warrior.
Hey, that used to be the shit, stacking leather gear and stuff.
Oh, dude. Oh, yeah, back when
I was a
fucking
Fury Warrior in Wrath. I had leather wrists. So
yeah. Yeah, back when stats were more important than your armor specialization.
Back when they had to incentivize your armor spec by giving you a bonus if you were wearing all the same type.
Yeah, and now you pretty much can't.
Hey, you got any picks for me, mate? This fucking hot meat.
Eli, how are you starting every boss fight for the combustion rotation?
As soon as they they start the pull timer, I pop wriggling. At 2 seconds, I pop pre-pot. 1 second, start fireball. 3 smites just to throw out the whispers quickly. As soon as the 3rd smite goes off, Rune of Power, Phoenix's Flame, Conflagrate while it's in the air, as well as my Nod Ring, because that's another 5% into Combustion rotation.
Usually, for me, I'll pop wriggling like 5 seconds into the timer, and then I'll hard cast a pyro right before the boss. So the pyro basically hits on 0, right into. Usually that'll crit right into a fireball. Usually that'll crit, and usually by those 2 crits, I can just go into the combustion phase with the wriggling, and it'll still pop during my combustion phase.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I watched the meter on the during the first combustion phase because there's not a lot of mechanics going on yet, and most of that rotation is down to muscle memory. So I can look at the meter, and then it's just. Usually, I'm sitting there with you. What's up?
I heard that if you run Cinderstorm with the Wriggling Sinew, it's really good.
I was running Cinderstorm, and I just can't figure out how to use it properly to get that DPS increase. But yeah, every single charge, or every
Little
single
fireball.
every little fireball is supposed to pass a stack. So there's 6 fireballs, so if all 6 hit, it'll pass 6 stacks of Sinew. However, that's really fucking awkward to cast during combustion because it doesn't interact with fire at all.
It's just and you're losing like 40 seconds cooldown on combustion. It's just not worth it.
Yeah. To just push the stacks faster, it's not worth it, especially when you can do it anyway, maintain higher DPS and whatever. It might be okay in like a PvP setting where you're trying to nuke someone and you're still able to use Wriggling Sinew, but otherwise I wouldn't really use it. Maybe in a dungeon.
I was on Ilganath when we were killing it, and there was this Shadow Priest who brought his mage in for some other guild, and he was talking about how he was using it, and that's the only reason I brought it up. I'm not sure how it works, but he was saying that that's the way to use it.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe on a low. Oh, sorry. I was gonna say on a low health target, sure, because you want to push the stacks out fast enough before the ad dies. But
People will spec into Cinderstorm if they have the legendary piece for Scorch that increases the damage at 25%, because Scorch doesn't actually proc the combustion for kindling. So they will use
what do you mean?
Apparently Scorch crits don't work with kindling.
Wow, that's weird.
So people will go with the Wriggling Sinew / other spell phase.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Because it would give kind of a little bit of a filler, I guess. Especially since at that point, Scorch is doing a fair amount more than Fireball.
But for every combustion phase, if I can, I try to start it with a pyro and at least 2 fire blasts and 2 phoenix flames, so I get off 4 fire blasts, 4 pyros, 2 phoenix flames, and 2 more pyros, something like that.
Yeah, like for every combustion phase, I want to have 2 fire blasts, 2 phoenix flames, and flame on.
Yeah.
Because I mean that comes out to a total of 4 fire blasts, 2 phoenix flames, so that's 6 total insta crits. Plus you're in combustion, so all the pyroblasts are critting. You're hopefully starting with a pyroblast up. So I mean you're looking at I think you can really push to 12 or 13 during a combustion pyroblasts.
Yeah, so I was looking at Nathendra. You had burst about 600, and I had burst about 800. I'm not sure, maybe it was maddening, or maybe it was a crit or something, but I'm trying to figure out opening rotations. And then again for...
I think I fucked up my opening rotation on Nathendra a little bit as well.
Okay. And then when we hero in Nathendra as well, I proc right back up to 8. But then you had heroed about the same time as I did, but it looks like you didn't even have combustion rotation up.
I didn't. I'm still getting used to being able to have a second hero, and I was like, oh shit, I can hero again. Pop it. Fuck, I don't have combustion rotation at all. Like, I had no stacks of anything.
Okay.
I also, like, every time I fucking combust, I look at Wriggling Sinew, because I'm like, I want to pop them together every time, just because that's 2.5 million damage for free.
More frenzied fowl have overtaken this area. Cull their numbers before those eggs hatch.
So a huge DPS buff is just line up the combustion with alter time, obviously, right? And just do the best you can for that. And if you maybe miss a couple seconds on heroism because you're waiting for the combustion to come back up, it's worth it. Just because the spike is it's like 200k spike.
Yeah.
What is your desire?
Still building my arcane set because I have a feeling fire's gonna get hurt with this stat change they're planning.
I don't think so. I think fire's actually in a really good spot right now, DPS wise. Just the crit's annoying, but.
Well, no, that's what I mean. I think it's good now, but I think when that stat change happens, I think it's gonna hurt fire quite a bit because fire is so dependent on that crit. Unless they do something to make us less dependent on crit.
If they do, they're gonna buff. They should buff something else because we've already been nerfed pretty decently on the pyroblast. So.
Yeah, that did hurt. Like that was a noticeable chunk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've got two of, if you look at the artifact progression thing for Arcane on Icy Veins, I just put, I think, my second point in the yellow path. Like, I'm 2 of 3 on the first point in the yellow path.
I'm almost at the second skill tree, or second gold.
Yeah, I've got, I guess it goes, the bottom left one, then the top left one, then it drops back down. It doesn't, it just goes, backwards on itself, and then goes straight across into the Arcane Missile damage one, which is 2 of 3 for me right now, but it's actually 3 of 4. Then it shoots over into the blank one that links into the third gold.
So I'm looking at Cenarius, and you did really awesome in the first combust. You broke over 800k, almost 900. But then after that, you almost never broke 400k. There was just really no noticeable spikes.
Yeah, it's because I was trying to burst on the ads, and then the ads don't live long enough to really combust on.
Well,
so I was ending up with combust up, but no fucking no charges for it. So I wasn't combust rotation ready.
I had combustion was ready for when the ads spawn, like the tree or double sisters, and the second they spawn, I'm in position, I'm dropping my rune, and I'm combusting the whole time. And the first sister usually drops the second my whole combustion is over, and then it's on to the second one. So I spiked again twice for almost 800, 750.
So are you just combusting, your opening combustion rotation obviously on Cenarius, and then after that it's every other ad phase you're combusting on the ads?
Pretty much, yeah. And it's just I get it out as fast as I can and start it as quickly as they spawn because you want to kill them quickly, and if you start it halfway through, yeah, it's probably not going to be worth it.
Yeah.
So you need it up, and sometimes I think for one phase or one mobs, I didn't have combustion up, so I just did the mini rotation, which worked out pretty decent.
Yeah.
or in one of them, I did the combustion on Xavius. Just because it would have taken too long to wait for more ads.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think I combusted on the second big ad on Xavius. I also think that I'm doing something terribly wrong with fucking Arcane right now, because I can't get my DPS really over 2k.
I just dislike Arcane right now so much. The whole thing just feels unharmonious.
Yeah, it does. I've been considering looking at Frost, but I have 0.00 work into Frost, and I haven't gotten any relics at all for Frost. So the weapon's sitting at like 750, and I'm like, with no points in it or anything, I'm like, fuck.
Arcane is just like their main skill is just a 1 minute random dot. Just okay, and you got to keep another Tempest up every like 9 seconds, which is just annoying. And then you have on cast supernovas. It's just it's just not harmonious. I don't know.
Yeah. Frost, I mean, technically it performs weaker than Arcane and Fire, but I mean, I'm seeing like, because I've got a Frost Mage in the Horde guild I'm raid leading for right now, and their Frost Mage is glacial spiking for like 1.3 mil consistently and often. Her DPS isn't where I'd like it to be. She usually sits around 180 to 2k, but that glacial spike, like you fucking see it when it hits something. Like you see the health bar move.
I think Frost. I think it's stronger than what people are giving it credit for right now because it's just not a lot of. There's just no Frost mages.
Yeah.
I think it's probably higher up on the list than what it really is. I think it's still viable, but there's just not as much information out, right? So not as much.
I think so, yeah. Well, what's pissing me off is like they had asked me to do a little research, so I've been looking around forums, Altered Time, the Mage Discord, shit like that, and none of them are consistent with each other as far as what Frost should have for a stat priority. Like one forum will say haste first, another one will say crit, another one will say mastery, and I'm just sitting here like, so what the fuck do you actually do?
Well, that's part of the problem, right? Because there's not a lot of Frost mages.
Yeah, so I mean, you'd still think that the theory crafters that are, behind AMR and everything else would still be able to figure out proper fucking stat weights.
I would try Altered Time for them. They're usually pretty good.
I have. But like I said, they're not consistent with anything else I've looked at. None of them are consistent with each other at all in what Frost should take.
Have you tried Simulation Craft?
I don't really know how to use SimCraft. I've been using AMR's simulator.
Practically the same thing, just a little easier to use, I guess.
Really? Because AMR's like, you look at it and go, oh, okay.
Well, AMR is the easier one, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. I've been running AMR. The only thing that pisses me off is the 30 to 45 minute fucking sim times for gearing strategy because I constantly have to update my my pawn string for fire. Speaking of which, I've got 2 sims I have to run tonight. Yay! I gotta resim fire again, and I've gotta resim my BM hunter.
For single target battles or fights like Ursoc,
Yeah.
you're gonna do as much as me, or if not more, because you have haste and versatility are gonna do more damage single target, where mastery isn't really.
Well, yeah, but see, that's the thing is like, because if you remember, Brian brought that up, but I'm like, I was still behind you on both Mathindra and Ursoc. The gap was a little bit wider on Nathindra, you were a little bit further ahead of me, and it was, a little tighter on Ursoc. But I'm like, and a lot of that I think is coming from our gearing, the difference in our gearing strategies, because he's got a ton more mastery. And you can see that when you look at, like, just even Urskata. My Pyroblasts hit, on average, about 20k, I think, harder than yours. But your Ignite is ticking for, like, 30k more than mine.
Mm-hmm.
And those ticks add the fuck up real quick, even on a single target.
And when you add in the mini rotation, and if you can get that Ignite up higher, then yeah.
It stays higher, yeah.
Is like you're kind of artificially inflating it without the combustion, and it works. Have you ever heard of Preacher from World of Warcraft player? YouTube
Nope.
dude.
Preach gaming.
Yeah.
He's maining Fire Mage this expansion, and I've been following him, and he's really good at it.
He's really good at all of them.
He was once in Method, I think it was.
Yes.
Back when they were going for world firsts and stuff.
Nice. Do you guys ever know of a warrior named Landslide?
Nope.
He was in BC and Wrath prior to EJ falling apart. He was like rated the #1 Fury Warrior in the game, and he also ran the entire EJ Warrior thread, like theory crafting and everything for it. And like I made a character on his server. He was in Vodka way back in the day, and I used to talk to him daily, like daily about it, or about Fury Warrior. Like I was competing, what was it, Wrath in Naxxramas. I was competing with fire mages. Well, I was beating fire mages on the damage meters. Like even on Loatheb, where all it was fucking buffing fire mages damage through the roof through Ignite because it was 100% crit. I was still beating them. Mages used to make bets that they could beat me for gold, and I never lost. I miss Fury, but I don't like what they've done with Fury since mid to late Wrath. I was gonna main it this expansion, but Brian talked me out of it.
Lol.
But yeah, I couldn't make up my mind on what I wanted to play. I was like, I told him, I was like, look, I'm considering Fire Mage, Fury Warrior, Shadow Priest. And he's like, make up your fucking mind. And after like a week of back and forth, I was like, you know what, Brian, I don't give a fuck. Just tell me what you want me to fucking play and I'll bring it. He's like, Fire Mage. Okay.
Which must learn the price of her defiance.
Fire is the only way to go.
Burn, baby, burn.
See you again soon.
It's good to have some competition. Keeps you going.
I am Valarjar. Until the next battle.
So apparently
One thing
that
I've
was
been noticing is as I've been getting better or more correct gear, my damage actually takes a notable bump.
Apparently that was the quest line
How
for
much
damage puzzles. The trial.
How much mastery do you have, Red?
13.
Okay. What's your haste and versatility?
Verse is currently at 2. Haste is 20.
Hail, champion. May your
I personally like the mastery route, but if haste is working for you, then by all means.
Well, it's been speeding me up, which has been helping a little bit, but I need to. I'm probably got. I just got to figure out what's a few different things because I know that part of my issue, I think, it just where my stats are going.
They just
and
gave
AMR doesn't seem
Pennsylvania
give me
to
the correct
Trump.
information to how I would like it, so I've got to go and trade
And
new
with
things.
how Wisconsin is looking in Michigan, I think it's
I think
going
the
to
idea
be
is
in
haste
Trump's favor.
is gonna, more
election.
spells, more damage, and it works.
So Rip
And
Hillary.
on it's just single target spamming spells. By far, haste is the best. But for a lot of the fights that we're doing, there's a lot of ads, and our ignite damage, is based off the mastery. So the second you get even one add, mastery is worth quite a bit more than haste. So, and there's so many add fights. I think there's two, the first Ursoc and the Tundra without them, that it's worth just stacking mastery.
Frost Scythe for the win.
Unless, of course, Blizzard decides to make haste give crit too somehow by some freaky nature. It's like, I have the power!
Yeah, mostly, I think the idea, as I said, I've been mostly just going with what AMR says it suggests, but and part of that, it's been stacking haste out rather highly on a lot of my gear, but part of that just seems to be just making basically Fireball go faster. It's basically the entire point of it.
Yeah, the style that I've been going for is slower Fireball, but more bigger hitting mastery or ignites, and it seems to be working for me. So it's like slower, more methodical, but more. It doesn't hit as hard necessarily, but it kind of does. It's weird. It is a kind of odd concept.
Yeah, I finally understand that one, just because how Mastery got wrapped in. Back in Kata when they first put Mastery as the major spec for mages, that screwed me up hard. I remember Am complaining. I'm pretty sure Am might remember me complaining about it back then.
Holy balls. Oh, look at that sucker.
Wow.
Maybe I'll wait a day, because then I get my next artifact research. Shim, why not?
Did you get that upgrade off the world quest?
Me? Yeah.
Nice.
It's a small upgrade, but it's 10 eye level, and it's basically it's a straight upgrade. So,
did it do any forging?
Huh? No.
So just straight up what it showed.
Yeah, it was a 835 version to an 845 version.
A most amusing device. But cleverness is useless without strength of arm.
Yeah, that's how I got most of my equipment upgrades, was just keeping an eye on those world quests and looking for 840s or 835s and getting those and hoping that they bump up. Because I've gotten quite a few that have jumped 10 eye level or higher.
I think I've legit got like 3 pieces of raid gear. Everything else is just World Quest Titan Forge stuff.
Exactly. It's pretty much you don't want to miss any of the 835 or higher world quests. You really don't.
I got that a couple days ago. I was like, oh.
I'm back. There was gunshots outside my house or something, so I had to go take a look.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
What was that? Danger. I better go to it.
Apparently he hasn't watched horror movies very often.
Bellwalker's Blessing, which one's that from?
I don't watch horror movies because they're boring as hell, and I predict them, like, I'll watch the first 10, 15
Have
minutes.
you watched 7?
Yep.
Did you guess the box?
Yep. My girlfriend fucking punched me in the face because I'd never seen the movie before, and she'd seen it like 15 times. And she's like, there's going to be a box at the end of the movie. What's in it? I waited about 10 minutes. Her head. Fuck you, get out of my room.
Well, if she says at the beginning, there's going to be a box, It's just you just got to think of
Well,
something fucked up.
I didn't even understand the premise of the movie yet. Like, I still didn't understand the premise of the movie, and I was like, yep, her head.
Have you seen Numbers?
The TV show?
Technically, there's a movie that inspired the TV show.
I've not seen the movie. I've seen a couple episodes.
The movie is better than the show.
Oh, I'm sure. My girlfriend gets really pissed off at me because every now and then she'll watch the Final Destination movies, and I hadn't seen any of them at all. And I started predicting people's the order of death.
Well, anyone can predict the order of death. Come on.
Without watching the without seeing the beginning for the order of death.
Yeah, but they pretty much give it away anyway.
Well, yeah.
But that one's just more about the shock of how they die.
Yeah.
You probably never predicted how they died.
I predicted a couple, like maybe 5 out of all the movies.
What about the gymnast with the fan?
I don't think that was one of them.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would have got that.
The one that died to the nail gun, I predicted.
Yeah, but that one was one of the early ones before they got creative.
Yeah. The forklift, I think it was like a forklift backed into something, caused him to get freaked out, and then he I don't remember exactly what happened, but he shot himself with the fucking nail gun.
Yeah, something like that.
I predicted fucking Order of Death for people in was it? Oh god, it was the movie with the lighthouse.
I don't know.
Happening, Mist.
No.
Hey, there was House on Haunted Hill, but that wasn't a lighthouse.
The fog one, where everyone just started dying, they used the lighthouse as safety.
No, give me a second. I'll look it up.
Looks like I'm gonna have to do the Withered training tonight.
Darkness Falls.
Oh yeah, Darkness Falls was a pretty good one. That was the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I was thinking of.
Just say the Tooth Fairy and everyone knows which one you're talking about.
Yeah, I just get really, really bored with them, so I just completely stopped watching them altogether, and it pisses my girlfriend off because she's a horror/thriller fanatic.
What was the movie where the book author goes off on holiday in some town thing with her son, and she freaks out that he's going to drown in the river next to the thing because she had a dream or something like that?
Let me ask my girlfriend.
Not to be confused with the book author that falls in love with the lighthouse keeper.
Wow, she actually doesn't know that one. She's watched every horror movie that has ever come out on Netflix, so...
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
I also can't keep my mouth shut when I'm watching horror movies. Like, if I don't predict the order of death, I'll pipe up and tell you who's gonna die a few minutes before they die.
Half-Light.
Have you guys seen Tucker and Dave vs. Evil?
Hey, yeah, that one.
Oh,
aren't they making a sequel? No, they already made the sequel, didn't they?
Did they? I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a sequel to it, I believe. Tucker and Dell versus Evil. It's an awesome show.
It was awesome.
Of course, it also had Alan Tudyk in it, so that definitely helped.
Please don't mention that name if my girlfriend can ever hear you.
Good thing she can't hear me then.
Right?
Officer.
She's not a fan, I guess.
One doozy of a day.
What are you hiding?
Have you seen the meme picture of Alan Tudyk reference?
I don't think
No.
so.
Hey,
It has a
how
picture of a car with a big wooden beam through the window, and the question is, how does Josh Whedon clean his car or something? And then it's like he washes it, and he has a big beam through the front window.
Oh, all I was gonna say is, how do the Reapers clean their spears? They run them through the wash. But yeah. Oh, so Charm, I'm looking at Xavius right now. Fucking your ignite damage, 45 million. Mine, 30 million.
Well, my DPS was lower because during the normal phase because I was running around killing adds and soaking puddles and not getting my combustion off on the boss.
Yeah, same with mine. Like, you were still third overall on damage done and DPS.
That's just because Fire Mages cheese the final third phase so effectively.
Yeah, they do. You just stand still and throw fireball or throw everything at the boss, and ignite runs rampant.
If you start alternating target here and there, then it just ramps things up a little bit faster.
Not really. Actually, that nerfs it because you're not building up one big ignite that spreads.
And well,
it kind of depends on how it works. There's sometimes it spreads onto each other, which is what I've seen happen in group cases. So,
which is good because that refreshes the ignite on the off target and makes it bigger.
Regardless, if it did amp up your damage, you really shouldn't just because Xavius needs to die, right? So DPS Xavius.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like the fact that I run Living Bomb just staple because especially late phase 3, it starts getting really good because it blows up on Xavius, hits like 6 fucking tentacles that are on top of Xavius, and then they all blow up back on him.
It's a little little RNG where they spawn.
Yeah. I actually don't think I used. I didn't throw out a fucking single living bomb on our kill attempt. However, I'm looking at the actual graph, and I spiked to about 62k. I know that's just Fire Blast. What is that? It looks like about 780,000 at the beginning. But on the what is it? About 5 minutes. 5 minutes and 14 seconds. I fucking spiked up to just under 900k. And then got a second, went down about halfway, down to about, what is that? About 450k? No, about 500k, sorry. And then spiked back up to about 700k right before the kill.
Your initial spike was higher than mine, but then I maintained it better for a longer duration for whatever reason.
Probably because you did the micro combustion.
After that, towards the very end, I managed to sneak in a small micro combustion there.
Yeah.
We are only as strong as our.
What I'm looking at that's weird though is the spike in my damage it starts at about 2 minutes 30 seconds and runs through 244. It's not a very big spike. I mean, I jumped up to 400k and I held it for about 15 seconds. Which isn't very long, but
I think a big reason was you maddening.
Yep, it's Maddening Whispers because Maddening Whispers did 150k. Right there.
As a weapon. But first we must teach them how to survive.
Like if you look at mine, or I think it's around 330. I spike up to about 600. There had been, I think the ads, my damage is really low. The ads are running around being shit. And then they despawned, and I had my whole combustion phase up, so I dropped it all quick as I could and managed to spike to 600k. And the second it ended, the ads popped up again, and then I started running around and getting them again. So it's all about just timing and forcing an opportunity to use it.
Just look at the link that I just posted. You probably already looked at it in this format, but looking at the spikes in the middle of the fight from the 2-minute and 30-second to the 4-minute, just that time period, I got 1 spike, you got 2, with a small third spike after that. That was from the, I'd say, 4:15 to 4:45, and I'm like, what? What'd you do?
That's definitely a micro combustion right there.
So the 3:30 to 4 is a micro combustion, and the, I'd say, 2:50 to 3:30 is another micro.
The 3 to 3:30 seems a little high, but it could. Oh, it might have been the second ad. No, seems a little high for a mic.
So the 3 to 3:30 is around the same as my 2:30 to 3 or 2:30 to 2:45. It's around the same like size, like like damage and time period. But then like 15 seconds later, you're spiking again, and you spiked up to 600k. Again, just out of nowhere for like no reason. Dropped off again, and then shot back up to 300k again. Dropped off a little bit for about 30. Well, that's 4:30 to 5. So that's 30 seconds, and then we both shot up at like the exact same time. Just about shot up to I hit 926 as my peak, 926k, and your peak was 813k. But yours stabilized. I would call it an average of 400k, whereas mine plummeted down to 380, bounced back up to 650, which is a little bit under yours, and then we were both kind of even there. But mine did plummet a lot, whereas yours barely plummeted at all. It just kind of flatlined where it was at. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why?
Probably a lot of that is the Ignite. So the Ignite is doing a lot of the work. So
that's true.
Your spells hit harder, right? So you're gonna spike harder, but then you're gonna drop harder because your combustion or your ignites aren't doing a lot of the work.
Well, see, that's another thing that confuses me is you have more int than me because your item level's higher. Therefore, shouldn't you be also hitting harder than me hit for hit? But you're not. My pyroblasts are higher than yours. Is that simply because I'm maintaining longer chains, or Mike possibly maintaining longer chains of pyretic incantation?
I think maybe I don't think intellect maybe makes that big of a difference because it's not hitting that much harder. But a little bit.
Well, I mean, mine are doing.
Oh, what's your versatility?
Let me log back onto my mage.
Because versatility just causes straight up more damage.
I think it's like 1% to be honest, but I'll check.
Okay, well that's what mine is.
Yeah, my Maddening Whispers did quite a bit more than yours. My Maddening Whispers was my 4th damaging ability, whereas it was your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, I think I probably forgot to use it in time for the combustion. I'm really bad at that.
I had 2 casts, you had 2 casts. Mine average cast 3.64 million, yours 2.2 million. My versatility is 3.84 / 3.84 because that's damage.
Okay, so that's a possibility right there because I'm only at 1%.
What's your int? Mine's 32, or with a flask. Mine's 3275. 32,075.
Well, I don't have a flask on right now, but with
Alright, well, mine had 4 minutes, so I clicked it off. That puts me at 30,710.
my intellect's only showing 22,000.
Are you looking at it in game?
Yeah.
What? There's no way I have 8,000 more int than you. No fucking way.
I'm like only a few hundred below you.
Yeah, there's no fucking way that you're 8,000 below me. Like, if you were 8,000 int below me, I'd be destroying you on the damage meter no matter what you did.
It's showing 7,328 intellect plus 15,000 for 22,360.
Are you just hovering over it? Because mine says, if I hover over intellect, it says intellect 30,710. And then in parentheses, 7,328 plus 23,382.
Yeah, no, it's showing me at 22,000. It's weird.
Wow, that is fucking weird. Using a add-on, a user interface add-on.
Yeah, the ULVI, whatever.
LVI, same one I'm using.
Let me check out Warcraft or World of Warcraft site.
I don't trust it. It doesn't calculate crit for shit.
I'm just trying to see my
Yeah.
intellect.
I'll check your WoW progress.
Well, in other news, 6 states at least have voted
okay,
to legalize marijuana in some
so
form.
on the actual website, it's showing 30,240.
That's still below me.
Looks like
I
California
don't get
gets
it.
recreational
You have
pot.
what are you, 864 now?
Oh, wait a second.
I mean, my item level is being shafted because I'm using an 835 trinket. And I have an 830 belt. Because reasons that frustrate the fuck out of me. My belt is blue.
My wrists are blue, and until tonight, my neck was also blue.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is
Getting
weird.
upgrades for those has been a pain in the ass.
Yup.
So this is weird. I don't have my. Wait a sec. Yeah, no, I don't know. Something.
Oh, it's retarded. Oh, you have 2 fucking legendaries equipped too, you dirty bastard.
I do.
I haven't seen a single yet.
I've been able to wear legendaries for like,
I'm
well,
gonna
2 of them for like 3 weeks now.
Dude, I'm gonna cry, by the way. Red, when you get, the fucking Pyroblast one. I'm gonna fucking cry my eyes out.
That's if I even get a single legendary at all.
They are, I guess during BlizzCon or after BlizzCon or something, Blizzard said that they're considering ways to allow players to target legendaries or some shit.
That's a ways away, though.
Yeah, it is, but still, I still don't even have tier 5 order advancement. I still need the second to last one before I can start researching the last one. And that's going to be a problem because that's 12,500 for that one. I have 4,000 resources.
Are you just not doing world quests or something?
Dude, I am so bored with my mage that I don't touch my mage unless it's raid time. And it's not necessarily that I'm bored with playing my mage, it's just that, like, it's hard to motivate myself to play my mage when upgrades have become so fucking hard to get because of the bullshit stat priority that's going on with Fire Mage right now.
Well, you should at least be doing your artifact power.
Oh, I log on to my mage, and do the artifact power. I'm at, 13 knowledge.
You don't have Blast Furnace yet, do you?
Well, are you actually doing the world quests that give you AP?
Every now and then. Usually if I do world quests, I just do the ones for the cash. I pick out the AP ones that are in the area, and then after the AP ones, I target the ones that just go kill this one, mob, and then that's it.
You should be doing all of the APs in Suramar, no question.
Fuck Suramar in the ass with a giant nuke.
Hey, just get in a group and they'll go like nobody's business.
Yeah.
I mean, even the crappy ones, like the 4 guys that need to be freed, and all that garbage. Yeah, just get in a group. Those things will just blow through.
Well, I normally blow that up in 3 pulls anyway, because I'll pull 6 fucking things. Living Bomb, Dragon's Breath, let them walk around like idiots. Living Bomb blows up. Double Phoenix Flame into a Flame Blast, kite them, Dragon's Breath, Living Bomb, dead. Sometimes what doesn't... Oh.
Look out!
Yeah, fucking... Invis has actually been really fucking weird lately. It's been getting broken a lot. My Hunter's Feigned Death has been getting broken a lot as well. I'm like, the fuck? It's there's a second or two after you feign death or invis that they can still hit you.
Can break it.
Where they still have you targeted because for some reason it hasn't cleared yet, and then they smack you. You're actually invis. They melee you, and it breaks it, and then you're fucked.
This chest piece was a sick upgrade, but it's lost 2% crit. Ow.
Right? I'm looking at my crit because with the I did take that robe because it gave me almost 3% mastery because it's 927 mastery compared to the 483 haste. I lose, let's see, with the new robe, I'm at 5945 crit. With my old one, I'm at 6031 crit. So I'm that's not too bad. Especially for going from 10.76 mastery to 12.78. So I'm getting 2.02% mastery. So I think that could be a step in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it really sucks because all it is fine-tuning my gear, and every time I click need for something that could help me fine-tune my gear and up my overall DPS, it goes to someone else, and I'm like, fuck!
Yeah, well,
I was salty as fuck when I saw, I don't remember who it was, but someone got something that was a 12% upgrade for me, and I was like, fuck!
I think 4 out of 5 pieces that I'm using for raid gear were all just extra rolls for me. Because it's going to other people.
Oh, that's what I got salty about when... Where was it? It was towards the beginning of the raid, I think. Let me find it. I'm looking at the so-and-so received stuff. Where is it?
Looks like Maine got called. Hillary got 3 out of 4 electoral votes, leaving Trump with 1, which is kind of odd when states split their votes like that, but some of them actually do allow their electoral college to split them.
That's crit mastery, high mastery, lower crit.
So Maine
versus
very nice.
So Trump has
versus my current cloak that's
who needs 1 more to win.
Crit versus the 322 on that one.
Evergreen?
Yep, evergreen.
Yeah,
I have
you're in the
evergreen.
same boat as me.
Yeah. So it's 255 crit and 521 haste.
And with how Michigan
versus
is going
322
and
crit
Wisconsin,
and 455 mastery.
Arizona,
like
he's pretty much got it in the bag.
only says that's a 3% upgrade for
New
fire.
Hampshire,
I would have weighted that closer to a 10% upgrade
recent
because of
stuff
the
came in,
fucking
and
flat
Clinton's
mastery
up
on
by
it and the
almost
increase to crit.
3,500.
However,
so New Hampshire's probably
Haste
going to
mastery,
go to
high mastery, low crit on an item
Hillary.
is
So
best in slot for
looks like Alaska
BM
is
Hunter,
going to go.
so I
Trump.
can't bitch because they made the right choice. Especially for it being an item level equivalent, because both cloaks are 863 or 865. What am I saying?
I think part of the problem was throughout just the whole.
Apparently, Hillary's going
through
to
this
bed
raid,
because she says that she's not
stuff
going
like this
to
drops
address the results
pretty
of the
frequently,
election tonight.
but
so
it was always higher
I think she kind
mastery
of knows
than
she's
crit.
in for it.
I was rolling on all of that, and I was getting almost all of it because I don't think you or Red were either going.
I was passing on all of it because it had low crit, and I was like, I refuse to sack that much right now. However, looking at that pliable fucking spider silk cinch, I'd fucking kill for that right now.
Mm-hmm. And so, like,
you want to know why?
What is your crit right now?
Mine?
Yeah, your current crit.
59.45.
So so our crit is pretty much the same now.
Yeah, but you've still got. I'm at 12.78 mastery. You're at 19 something.
Yeah, and I got 9% haste.
My haste is 8.88. So like, for me to have comparable stats to you, I need to upgrade my haste. However, what trinkets are you using? I know you're using Sinew. Are you still using that fucking Violet Hold trinket? The bomb squirrel?
Read it and reap.
You finally got your Devilsaur Shock Baton. That's the one world quest I look for every time I log on.
It was up, I think this week, and it managed to proc it with a socket.
Proc it with a socket. You're a poet and you didn't know it.
Oh, I knew it. I own that shit.
Fuck, I'm actually tempted to, even though, well, it says it's a downgrade and it might be, but there's a Haste Mastery 845 shoulder in Suramar City right now. But, alas, there is no fucking, what do you call it? No Devilsaur Shock Baton. Oh, another question is, have you guys done that stupid shit, where you raid Suramar City yet, or is that even out yet, or?
Done it, at least.
Huh?
I've not done it. But I'm still way behind on Suramar.
Yeah, I think it requires Exalted with Suramar to start, and I am... Where's my fucking Nightfall Interrupt? I'm at 18,407 of 21,000, so...
Yeah, I'm really far into it by now.
Into the assault on Suramar?
I
Where you're
think
like
so.
raiding Suramar? Like, I guess
Exalted
all the...
with every rep in the expansion?
Nice. Well, I guess there's supposed to be something like all that withered training shit you've been doing is supposed to do something with attacking Suramar. Because I guess from what I understand, we're supposed to take Suramar City back.
All this withered training, we haven't got to the point where we're taking Suramar City back, but this is what gets you to Exalted, pretty much. You should be getting 400 or more rep towards the Nightfall every time you run through this stupid place.
Yeah, the only thing is like, I don't have the patience to farm the Arcane Mana anymore, so I haven't done it in like 3 weeks.
What are you talking about? I'm only running with 900 mana each time. I just run over to the vineyards, collect a couple of things, and then run in there with as few of these guys as I feel I can beat it with.
Yeah. For me, like, it sucks because my cap right now is 1700 arcane mana, and for you to for me to take the most in that you can, I think is 18.
Yes, but you don't need to take in the most.
Well, it gives you the ability to go the furthest,
No.
which gives more.
I just took in
what do you call it?
12, and I'm gonna easily clear this thing.
It's a
How?
lot. It's a lot
Fucking
harder.
how?
It's
How
a
are
lot
you-
harder for mages. Mages have a difficult time.
Yeah, mages have a really hard time because we don't have like stuns or anything to help deal with shit like those big ugly arcane fuckers.
You got a counter spell that'll stop at least
one.
Yes, I know.
One.
What mages
But
literally have to
I got
do
my
is
mind freeze, and that's what I have to use.
we have to savor combustion for the great big ass stupid arcane dude. You gotta interrupt the first one. You gotta dragon breath the second one, and you gotta burst him down with your combustion before he can get anything off. It's doable, but it's a pain in the fucking butt.
You gotta just kick your ads in a mayhem and let them go to town, is what you need to do.
Oh, we do that, and that's the only reason we have this shot at bursting them down before they get that third explosion off. Because we have nothing to stop the third one.
I honestly have done it twice and gotten nowhere.
Well,
and I just
the
refuse to
explosion
do it.
doesn't kill your guys. You can get exploded on like 3 times before they even start dying.
Yeah, but we also have no ability to hold like actual threat. Even with all of Fire Mage's burst damage, the Berserker guys will still pull threat off of us.
Well, yeah,
And then they
the
die,
Berserker
and
guys
then
pull threat
we're
off of me
fucked.
too. You only need them to get through that one door on the right as you first get into the area, and that you only need to get into once to get the chest.
I can't even get to the... Well, there's the one arcane guy that you have to get through, period,
Bro.
like every time.
Yeah.
No, the arcane asshole that you have, arcane whatever, that you have to get through in that fucking hallway that you have to go through every time.
Are you talking the one after Dro's door?
Dro's door? No, like the very beginning, like when you go down that hallway, after the first room, there's the two on the, you have 2 doors, one on the left, one on the right.
Yeah.
That one, you have to fight that one you can't get past it.
You're not supposed to get past it without killing it.
Well, that's what I mean. That one alone will drop my average withered health to like 60%.
Well, it sounds like you probably haven't even looted any of the chests out of this place.
I have one, what do you call it? Berserker and one caster. I can't find the second fucking Berserker, which is stopping me from being able to open the other door.
I have the end of my Karazhan unlocking stream that I go and do a full clear. Heck, if you go and look at my stream right now on Google, I'm doing a full clear.
You'd have to link it. Doing a full clear of.
Yeah, let me get it.
Withered shit.
Linked into Mumble.
Yeah.
And unlike most streaming services, YouTube will allow you to actually start
Live.
wherever you feel like. So just go to the current time and then go back about 15 or so minutes, and you'll see me starting the run, and you'll see exactly what I do.
Yeah.
And I show you where at least all of the guys you can pick up are. And there's usually chests behind each of the doors that I open. So you just need to get all those.
Yeah.
And worst case, you just open the door, peek in, see if you can see the chest, and if you've already got it, then move on with life. But
Yeah, so, like, what happens with me is I've gotten as far as that stealth fucker.
Dro.
Once, I think it was like 19, withered, and the room was the area was clear, so I was able to berserk the guys without pulling extra shit. And I had 1 withered left when he died. And I had popped all my cooldowns and kited him because he almost one-shot me.
Are you doing this as Frost or Fire?
Fire. It's the only spec I have viable gear for.
Well, even if you don't have quote-unquote viable gear for Frost, just the sheer AoE and interrupt that you get from Frost will probably help you. I mean, when I first started this, I had to run the boss's parts as tank spec, but all the DPSing part, it should be just fine with your ads. If you notice, if you watch me this run through, I rarely kick my guys into mayhem because I get so many of them I don't need to, but pretty much before every pull, you should target, cast, and then instantly click mayhem and let your guys go to town.
Dear fucking lord, how many withered do you have with you right now?
41 once I get this guy.
Holy mother of God.
Like I said, watch from the beginning, like 15 minutes back, and you'll see me start from square one with 12 guys. Granted, they do have the extra life chest, which gives them an extra 50 HP, so at 25%.
Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna buy one up.
Later, Charm. Have a good night.
Bedtime. See ya.
Sweet, there's 1,000 resource. What if I can take it?
Everything's just insta-dying.
Well, that's because I got 40 of these guys running right now.
Is that isn't that the guy that's known for one-shotting people?
Elfbreaker?
No, who's the guy that I'm thinking of?
Dro, probably.
No, it's a big. Every time I've heard anyone talk about it, they say he's a big, ugly bastard, like right before the end, like the second to last boss.
Yeah, then that would be Elfbreaker, this guy that I just killed.
Deleted?
Yeah. But
I've never even made it like anywhere near him.
yeah, so start over, just go back like 15, 20 minutes. You'll see where I started and how I snowballed up to this. I did one thing that you probably shouldn't, which is I went to the right and picked up the two guys in there, just because I know I have the ability to just hone the big electric dudes.
Yeah, what sucks is like for you have more what's it called? You have more AoE burst than I do.
Well, yeah, that's because I can. Because of that, I can take down the wraiths on the right, but a lot of this, if you notice, is just single targeting. I mean, the only difference is like through here, where I got all the spiders and stuff, these little spiderlings, they're hard to keep control of.
Do you seriously have 55 of those fuckers now?
44.
44. Oh, I'm like looking for the counter. I just see the 57, 58 thing on the top left underneath your health frame. Now it's 59 of 80.
59 of 80. No,
now
you see the blue bars on the right over by my quest? See Withered Commander X44 or so?
Nope. Oh, yeah, I see it now. No, I was just looking, like, what the hell is that on the top left end? And right now it's 6288.
I think that... I'm not quite sure what that is, actually. I think it has to do with my resources or something, but... Oh, those are runes used this fight or something like that.
Huh.
It lets me know how many runes I've been regenerating this fight, so I can kind of keep track. And I think the 60 is what I would have had otherwise or something. Yeah, I haven't quite bothered paying attention to it too much.
Yeah, you're using... It looks like you're using part of the base UI, and you're using part of ELV UI.
I'm using Z Pearl.
Okay. I can't stand having my health frame in the top left anymore. Not ever since I started using LVY. I used to use Xpearl, but when they turned it into ZPearl, I was like, fuck this. I'll try out LVY since I'm going to have to reset up the add-on anyway. Or reset up
If
the
you
UI.
notice, I have Hillbot down on the bottom left. You can see my health bar. And I have a little square there for decursive, but I don't have decursing on my DK, so I keep it there for alts.
You made it.
Yeah, you use a threat meter.
Yeah, Omen.
It's not even needed anymore.
Yeah, I just haven't bothered getting rid of it. But
Yeah.
it's useful when you're just killing things with other DPS.
Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, like, that's another reason I like SCADA is because you can... SCADA has a threat meter as well. As does the Blizzard UI now. One chest, that's it.
Well, I've already got all the chests out of this place. Every last one.
Where the hell is the second fucking Zerker?
It's probably where I pick up the 3 guys over. Well, yeah, I can't pull up the map, darn it.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming that like you have to go through the left side, get past fucking I want to say Elfbreaker to get that chest.
I don't think you have to go as far as Elfbreaker to get that chest. I think it's in the little circle area.
What's behind the double berserker door in the beginning?
Just a 5 chest.
That's it? Just a 5 withered chest?
Yeah. I would recommend going and getting it, though.
What's in it?
I don't recall. I'd have to cheat and look. I'd still recommend getting it because it's most likely going to be a toy or a buff or something. So it's supposedly a buff to your guys. It might be your concentration one.
What's the concentration one?
Keeps your guys from doing that whole "your withered is running away."
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool.
And if you watch my run through from the beginning, you'll see the different places I go. Just skip that berserker door since you don't have 2 berserkers. Oh wait, you got your caster, you got 2.
Does the berserker count? Or I mean the caster count as a berserker? Because it says 2 berserkers to open it.
Just open the door. It doesn't get rid of them or anything.
Well, it won't, like... The door says 2 berserker, so I didn't know I could open it with 1 caster, 1 berserker.
Well, give it a try. If worst case it doesn't, and you have to get more.
Yeah, I'd have to go farm fucking mana, because I only have 177 right now.
Well, since you're still pulling stuff out, you do want to try to get as many up front as you can, because you're going to probably lose some.
Yeah.
But just go run the vineyards and whatnot. You'll get plenty.
That's the one benefit of Vek, is we're low pop, so there's never like a ton of people there farming. On Thrall, there's always like 15 to 20 people there.
If you make sure your mana divining stone is always up, then that'll help too. You'll see all the little marks nearby.
Yeah, it just sucks because like people camp, like there's so many people there that they've taken to just camping one spawn, so they'll sit on one spawn.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in the vineyard.
Well, it's because this is a low pop server. There's not enough players there.
Well, yeah.
Thrall is a high pop server, and like 70% of that population is Horde. I wish I had the money to fucking race change my hunter, even though my hunter's technically the best race for BM.
No, I'd prefer a Organ Hunter.
Well, the best Horde race.
Horde doesn't matter, come on.
Yeah, well, apparently, out of all races, for BM Hunter, Troll is best because of Berserking. And in the past 2 days, 2 of the Shadow Priests in my Horde guild have gotten Mother Shiraz's Seduction, the Void form, the second best one for Shadow.
Yeah, but that's small points of percentages.
My hunter's kind of scaring me at the moment because I'm 846 item level with 2 pieces of gear that are 815, and my relic or my weapon doesn't have the 3rd relic slot yet, and it's at 842 with a plus 45 relic sitting in my bags waiting for that 3rd slot to open up. So it's gonna be I think it's 888. As soon as I unlock that slot is what my weapon will be. So I'm gonna be like, well, shit. My item level's gonna jump if I can get that 3rd slot open, replace my shoulders and my fucking godforsaken. I have 815 crafted shoulders, but I don't have the gold to dump Obliterum into it, nor would I, because it's not prime stats. And well, I have the
even Obliterumed stuff. You're not gonna get a high enough item out of it to make it worth it.
I think it goes because it's 8 now, so...
Yeah, but that only tops out at like 860?
Well, yeah. Oh, I just got this guild to 7 of 7 normal. They were 2 of 7 normal when I joined. I pretty much instantly got promoted to raid leader because I had more experience with raiding than any of them. And they're 7 of 7 in 3 weeks. So I'm like, But no, I'm still using the infallible tracking charm. The WAD fucking level 100 to 110 heirloom trinket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to just pop a hunter or something. I got my Draenei hunter on a alt server, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to abandon it because Tish went and farmed a few things like a spectral wolf and stuff for me.
Nice. Well, there's the one, what do you call it? There's the shadow spirit beast wolf, if you're BM, you don't have to go find it. It's just a fucking hidden quest that actually doesn't, it's not like a quest you go get and whatever. It's like completely hidden. Everything about it's hidden.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking the spectral wolf from what's the Drock place? Yeah, Skull.
Oh, Skull. Skull, I believe, is a spirit beast, and that's one of the most sought after because he's fucking
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, she farmed it for me, so.
Nice. Right now, I'm using the 2 Mega Man inspired mechanical pets. Did you know about those or?
The Mega Man ones?
Yeah.
Just the robotic dog and what was the other one?
They're both robotic dogs. It's Russian treble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Russian treble on my Alliance Hunter that's 104 and my 110 Horde Hunter.
So did you look at the start of that run that I just did?
No, I hadn't yet.
If you want, you can try streaming on Beam. The delay on that's maybe 1 second, and I could help guide you through.
I'd have to go farm, what do you call it, first?
It's worth it because that fox mount, let me tell you.
I actually think I have the quest for the fox mount.
Well, it comes out of the reward box at the end of this Wither training, so...
Is it only that reward chest, the very, very end one?
Well, there isn't necessarily an end one. It's when you lose or whatnot. There's that center one that I opened at the end of what I just did. It's the one that has the chance to drop it.
Let me check my... I think I have the quest for it. I've just been too lazy
And
to do
apparently
it.
the Daily Nightfall and Cache as well has a slight chance.
Nice.
So if you want the Fox mount, Wither training's the way to go.
Yeah, well, like I said, I think I've already gotten the quest. I just haven't done it. I'll check right now.
Oh, and since you were interested, it looks like Trump's about to do his I accept winning speech.
Whatever, fuck him. Fuck both of them.
That's probably my sentiment if either of them had won.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Is it a noble? Is it a noble event?
He's just gonna get up there and go neener neener.
Yeah. Is the quest for the fox called a noble event where you got to collect the first half and second half of the map?
Don't
one
think
of one
so.
fox hunt invitation and list of invited nobles.
A fox hunt invitation and invited nobles. That sounds like it could be it.
Yeah, it's send champions on missions to investigate the hunt. Which I've been neglecting because I forgot about it.
I'm not sure if that's it. But I haven't got it yet, so I can't really tell you. As soon as I get it, I will probably stop doing this, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, what else point is there other than the fact that it's one of the few things that has a higher chance to give a legendary?
I haven't gotten my legendary from it yet.
Yeesh. Ugh. I hate that the only fire mage I leveled up was Millhouse out of my stupid champions because he's got that increases success chance against bosses by 20% but doubles mission duration. Biggest piss off ever.
It looks like he cinched it. We have President-elect Donald Trump. So.
I still haven't even been able to clear Karazhan. I've killed the first boss. So I'm kind of like We just killed every boss on our first raid night. What?
Isn't that why we're doing trial on Thursday?
Yeah, which I don't know. I haven't even looked at it at all. Mostly because I'm like, the loot is not that big of an upgrade, if at all, for me.
Well, I am going to log for the night.
Have a good night, bro.
Yeah.
Night, guys.
Night.
Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you guys on Thursday when
Thanks for
we
going as well.
try the trial.
Alright, man. Have a good one.